If you guys are looking for some fast, cheap and reliable coins, go check out buycheapfifacoins.com and use discount code Curtis for 5% off. They're the cheapest and most reliable place around. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new episode of FIFA 15 Southampton Career Mode. Before we get stuck into it, I want to take a quick second to thank you guys so much for the amazing support we got on the first episode. It's almost my highest viewed FIFA 15 video already, and we almost hit 400 likes on it, which I was not expecting at all. So please guys, if you could continue to show that support, drop a like on this video as well, that'd be amazing. If we could hit 300 likes again for a Career Mode video, that'd be absolutely sensational. So without any further ado, let's get stuck into this. And as you will see, we're starting it off. We have a couple transfer offers coming in, but I do want to say I had a bit of a fail with this one. So you'll see in the background a couple of these offers coming in, but basically there was a 10-day period on the game from the 4th to the 14th where I hadn't realised, but the capture had actually corrupted. Basically I had 30 minutes worth of footage that just disappeared. Thankfully though, of that footage I only signed 2 players in that time, I think, and the rest was me just inquiring players. So I will show you guys who I signed, and then the inquiries will still come up. I spent a lot of time looking at players to pick up, so that's probably why. So we have a friendly here against Sassuolo, as you'll see. Pretty much the standard side once again from the start. We haven't really started to invest in the squad just yet, but it finished 3-1. Long got 2, and Victor Wanyama got the other, and Verslajko, no idea how you'd say that name, but he picked up their one. So I'm going to quickly talk you through the free signings we have. As you'll see, a Chikawi, it came up that his contract was accepted. That was one of the ones that I went after. I believe I picked him up for 6 million, or it might have been 4.5 million plus Stephen Davis. That kind of rings a bell. I also picked up Sebastian Bassong. You would have seen me making offers for him in the previous episode though. Obviously, I said I wanted him because he's just a really solid centre-back to have. And then we pick up this Fokobo dude. He's 20 years old. I was also putting offers in for him. I picked him up for 1.5 mil. And as I said, he's another one that just looks really solid and should be a lot of fun. So we're going to go into our first game. We're playing the 4-3-1-2 lineup. The only changes is Bassong coming into that lineup and Chikawi coming in for... I'm going to call him Chikawi. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not, guys, but that's just what we're going to go for. But he came in for Pella, as I'm not a big fan of him. So, it was quite a quiet first half, actually. I kind of struggled. It was my first actual game on FIFA 15, and playing it on World Class was a bit tricky. But as you'll see on the stroke of half time, Nathaniel Klein picked up an injury, and I looked to my bench, and then afterwards, guys, I looked to my reserves, and this was kind of a big deal. I believe he's supposed to be out for 2 months, but he did come back a bit quicker. But I realised I needed to get myself some fullbacks. I had to play Florin Gardos, I believe that's his name, at right back, the CB there. So I was kind of already short, and the second half kicked off. A nice bit of play, Balotelli to Markovic to Lucas Leiva, and a lovely little finish. Fraser Forster was never ever getting anywhere near that, and it put us 1-0 down in the 49th minute. And I was getting a little bit worried because it wasn't really working for me. You'll see here as well a lovely little ball there to Moreno, and I don't know how we managed to keep that in, and then just a big fail from me not clearing the ball properly, and a pass back to Henderson from I believe that was Sturridge, and they made it 2-0 in the 69th minute, and it wasn't looking too good for us there, and we didn't actually manage to come back to it. We did have one chance, as you'll see in a second here. This literally was like our only good chance. I really struggled in this first game. I promise you guys I get a lot better as this goes on. Like, I pick up pretty rapidly, but we give the free kick to Dusan Tadic, and 25 yards out he pings it, and not even close, goes wide of the target, and that was in the 95th minute. So the game ended 2-0 to Liverpool. At the end of the day, it is Liverpool. We would expect to lose to them, and I do want to keep this kind of realistic, so I'm not expecting to go out and be pulling trees up from the root and smashing Liverpool. So with this first game, we lost it 2-0, and you'll see after this, I think I'll put the stats on the screen in a second. It annoys me how it doesn't show like the little flash up bit at the end where it's like the goal scorers, but I only managed 2 shots on target and just 35% of the possession. But as you'll see here, I put in a bunch of inquiries for right backs. I did also try for other players later on, but I went in for Bellerin here for 210k. It's his value, and I know a lot of people say I can be getting better prices, but I'll talk more about him in a second. And I go in for this Casco dude. I do adjust the wages in a second to make it actually viable to pick him up as well. But for 4.4 million is the offer. 4 million I put the offer in for him because he's a really pacey left back, and I think he'll be really solid for us. So as well for Bellerin, I do plan on picking up another right back on top of him, but obviously he was just one that I thought would be just a good young one to have, like, for the cups and stuff like that, because he has a very, very good potential. And then there's Ben Purrington. I saw EA released a thing of players, and he goes up really, really high. So I wanted to see if I could pick him up, even if we stuck him on the bench and just played him again in cup games. It would be very interesting. But we put in the offer of 4k a week for Hector Bellerin for 210k and 4k a week, and I think he goes to 84 eventually. I thought it was a steal. So the last deal of this episode is the offer in for Milton Casco. Absolute steal again there, 4 mil and 35k wages. So I hope you guys did enjoy this second episode of the Southampton career mode. The next episode we have 1 or 2 more games and we will wrap up the transfer window. I think I'll make it like a 6-7 minute one just so we can get the transfer window done in the next episode. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please go down below and hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you're new around here. Have a nice day, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye, guys.